Welcome back to ITCPK. In this video, you are learning some pro tips for Android TV x86. If you've already installed it on your PC, this guide will take your setup to the next level. We'll look at how to choose the preferred kernel and set custom timeout, how you can update to a newer build without reinstalling everything, and finally, I'll show you how to turn your Android phone into a remote control for your Android TV. So stick around till the end, because these tricks can really improve your experience. Let's start with timeout and default kernel selection. It is useful when you want an automatic kernel selection like for laptops and notebooks with an external display attached. Or you want your preferred kernel to be selected automatically and quickly at startup without manual interruption. This applies to all install methods, like portable USB, HDD, SSD, or permanent install. Open the boot partition. You will find a boot folder in it. Let me set larger view for better visibility. Open boot folder. Now open grub folder. You will find a grub configuration file in it. Right-click and open with Notepad. Here you will find the timeout value, and grub is pointing to an Android configuration file in EFI folder. Now set the timeout value of your choice. Let's set it to 10 and save the file. Now go to EFI folder, then boot folder, and open android.cfg file with Notepad. Here you will find all those kernels we see during the boot. This is the first kernel, 6.1.69. Let's replace it with an external display-supported kernel. Create a new text file and open it. This file will help us with saving temporary text. Let's say we want this external display-supported kernel at the top, so it can be selected automatically after timeout. We have to replace the coding of the kernel with external display support with this one. Select the coding between brackets and copy. And paste the coding in newly created text file. Similarly, copy the second kernel and paste it on text file. Now copy the second kernel's coding and replace it with first one. Make sure it is your desired kernel version. Now copy the first kernel and paste and replace with second kernel's coding. Now both the kernels are replaced with each other. I hope you understand the technique. Please pay close attention while doing this to avoid any mistakes. Now save all the files and close them. Now everything is done. Let's reboot into Android TV and test the boot menu. Now you will notice the timeout is reduced to 10 seconds and the kernel with external display has been moved to the top. Let's learn how to update older builds of Android TV to newer builds. This is essential when upgrading or downgrading a build of Android TV, and you do not want to reinstall everything from scratch. For example, I've already installed the May 2025 build. I want to upgrade it to the August 2025 build. What we have to do is open the data partition of Android TV. We just have to replace this system.sfs file with a newer build system.sfs file. Right-click and mount the newer ISO. We have to replace this file with that one. Now copy or drag and drop this file into the data partition and replace it. And that's it. We have updated our Android TV build to a newer build without losing any installed apps or data. Let's learn how to use our Android phone as a remote control for Android TV x86. There is a Droid Mote server app comes pre-installed in Android TV. Simply open it, give permissions, and start it. Now open the Droid Mote client app in mobile. I will leave the link in the description for the app. Click on 3 dots at top right and tap on Connect. Now tap on Search and it will find the Droid Mote server IP address automatically. Now tap on IP address and it will connect. Please note that both the devices should be on the same network. And that's it. Now you can control your Android TV x86 setup from your mobile. You can use your mobile as a keyboard and mouse, remote control, as a game controller, and you can even send voice commands right from your mobile. You can also set the server app to run at startup in the settings. And that's it for today's pro tips. We covered kernel selection, updating without reinstalling, and how to turn your phone into a handy remote. If you found this video useful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to ITCPK, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future guides.